Champions League review. Been a few years since I've done a review. I think 2019 was my last weekly win. So I'll run through the 10 games of the week and then I'll do a quick review on the ladder positions. So we'll start off with Vizzy 49-point win over Man of Leisure. Yep, Man of Leisure. Looking at the teams on the right, it looks like Nick Dacos, vice captain loophole was used for Vizzy, which ultimately got him the win. So not many uniques. I think 7 unique players. Not much at the start of the year. Usually it's closer towards the end of the year, but not much between these teams. So I assume they'll both feature in the top 8 towards the end of the year and obviously for the finals. So well done, Goldsy, on claiming your 4 points. To the next game, we've got Hoof Hearted, 18-point win. So bear with me while I get comfy. 18-point win against Milk Lemonade. Looking at the chart, Hoof Hearted was leading the entire way throughout the weekend. Lucky to get the win, with Marshall only scoring 192 points. Not much for captain, but enough to get the win over Milk Lemonade. I think he used a Bontempelli vice captain loophole. Look, 122. Yeah, I would have done the same. I think anything over 120 you keep as a captain, unless you're desperate and you take a chance. But unfortunate for Milk Lemonade didn't come off, and yeah, Hoof Hearted got the 4 points on that one. Libba 76, 196-point win. So let's see how he done it. Got off to a good start early in the week. Had the Nick Dacos loophole. Then Trade M crept up on him over the weekend. And then Monday, the big game with the Cats defeating the Hawks, got Libba 76 a win as well. So good win by Libba. Trade M's always a consistent player in the Champions League. 2-time winner, actually. So we don't need to go on about 2-time champions. It's only one that's relevant, and that's one that most people remember. So I think both teams will feature in the 8, but I'll have a look at the ladder a bit later on. Black Bush Ducks. Can't keep up with his name changes. Worse than mine. What do we got? We got a 14-point margin. Yes, it is. 14-point margin came down to Will Day. They both had no loopholes with the captains or vice captains. 7 unique players. Again, small margin of error for both teams. Very high scoring. Probably the highest scoring round or game of the round collectively. So unlucky for Bush Ducks to win the weekly review for the second time this year, but better luck next time, boys. Don't know where Bush Ducks is on the ladder, but if he's won one weekly and beat Sting, he's got to be up there. So I'll go through that a bit later. So well done, Carl, on that win. Blue Boy lost by, what's that, 129. So Blue Boy looks like he's struggling this year. He was losing the whole way through the weekend, so not much of a chance there. Unfortunately, he tried to go the lead with the vice captain. That didn't work, so he stuck with Bontempelli, which scored 122. So that's still okay as a captain score, but it looks like Cows 23 used the vice captain loophole on Nick Dacos. So I think a majority or a lot of players or a lot of teams used Nick Dacos as the vice captain loophole, and it's worked in favour of a lot of teams. So good win by Cows 23 on that one. Next game, I think the lowest scoring game of the round was KP. Still got the 4 points against the Muppets. So let's have a look, see what's happened here. Why such a low score? See, big KP. What are you doing, Ben King? Okay, and you still won. Well done. Looking at this, I don't know what to say about these teams. not my first choice of players for most of it, but hey, KP got her first win of the season, so a lot of work to be done. Um, there's plenty of trades this season. Can use a booster, so I recommend it for this team. There's a couple gaps, some solid players, but still room for improvement. So we'll move on to the next game. Arsenal, you could have done everyone a favour, but you didn't. Look, your mob's flying, St Kilda, the only undefeated team. Yes, Carlton, yes, you drew, but you didn't win all four, so you haven't won every week. Um, but your team lost to Harding by, what's that, 27 points? Do we have any loopholes? No loopholes. You had Dawson, 173. You had Grundy, 144. I'm not sure how you lost, to be honest. You don't have English. Ben King. Okay. So both KP and Jimmy have Ben King. I would suggest you both let go of that. He's not coming to St Kilda, so just give up on him. I don't think he's going to make much money anyway. He didn't make his projected scores, so best to get rid of him early on, and try to bank up some wins at the start of the year. So good win, Harding. Keep up the work. I don't know where you are on the ladder, but I'll check that out a bit later. Dazcats, the rookie, what did he win by? That looks like a margin of 82. Okay, what do we got here for Dazcats? He's missing a player. That's the first thing I noticed. I'm not sure what he's done. Okay, I think he tried to do the captain, vice captain loophole, but yeah, I don't think he had many choices. So he took the chance and didn't field a player. Um, Geez, that sheet kick had an opportunity there to get a win, but to win by 82 points and not field a player, that's a great win by Dazcats. So well done, rookie. You seem to be knowing what you're doing. Next game, Cam Spurs versus Mikhail's Ghost, 76-point win for Wildman. Used the Nick Dacos loophole. Well done, mate. Hopefully we bounce back against St Kilda this week. So go Pies. Let's have a look. Some big scores here. You didn't use Dacos loophole. Dawson 173. Scoring well. Don't know how he's doing it, but he's scoring well. I've got him in my team, so that helps. Yeah, not much to say here. Look, not big scores, but a win's a win. And Wildman will take away that 76-point win and get the 4 points. So well done, Wildman. Now, lucky last was me, 168-point win over Georgie. I thought it would be closer. Looking over the weekend, I don't watch much of the footy, so I watched Thursday night's game. Obviously, a bit disappointing and surprised that Dacos scored 151 points. But then I looked at his possessions, 18 contested. Yes, he sidestepped one, but he still gets a lot of hard balls. So I think I will stick with him as my vice captain most of the time if we have early games. I only brought him in this week, so I brought him, Tim English, and Sheasel in this week, and they all scored well for me. So looking at my team, I'm actually happy with this. So I've got a few trades that I can use. I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know why he's in my team, but he let me down this week, so he's out. I don't even know. Yeah, he's out. If I don't know your name, you're out. So N Long, you're out. So I'll be making a couple of trades this week. Other than that, let's see the benches. So I've got a couple covers on the bench, but I've got a feeling I know who I'll be taking out this week in my round 5 clash. So yeah, that's it for the weekly review for the game by game. Just quick squeeze on the ladder. Let's see where everyone's at. You got Dazcat, undefeated, 4 wins. Couple of teams, 3 wins. So we got Harding, Cows, the surprise Bush Ducks, Libba. Would love to be on top of Goldsey, which he is, even though Galty beat him, I think, last week, or could be wrong, so I apologise if I'm wrong. Sting, he holds on, even though he lost to Bush Ducks. 2 wins, you got quite a few. Arsenal could have pretty much swapped with Harding on the win columns, but didn't. KP got her first win. I got my first win. And Blue Boys 888, still without a win. So, not sure what's happening, T-Bone, but I'm sure you'll bounce back. It's a long season. Good luck, everyone, for season 2023. Go Pies. Don't give a shit about Carlton or any other teams. But at the end of the day, it's good to have the Blue Boys being competitive. It, it actually makes footy fun to listen to or watch when I get the chance. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the season and enjoy. Take care. Bye.